So tonight we're going to talk about a paper towel holder, not a camera. Is this better? All right. So we're talking about AEW, rapid video, beats and colds. We're going to start at the base. So the base, I worked out a couple bases. You need somewhere between 7 or 9 inches. Inch and a half. You don't have it. You got half-inch wood. A piece on. Okay. You're going to need a little bit of this to put the post in or the spindle top. And if you don't, you got to push it just you really like the piece. You glue it on. You can glue it on. You can use a glue block on this. You can do a turn an eight. You can turn it between centers. So what I did today, I wrote the top, and this is one that had 7 1/4 inch. I really would have liked to have 8 inch. But we got to go with what we got. We're going to take the base and start from there. The first thing for the beginners, I'm just going to turn the base and make it simple. And then we're going to go into the advanced things that I would expect intermediates and advanced turners to do. Any of the starter guys or beginning folks, don't feel you got to go that far. All it is get this base done. Questions? Back row, the cerebral guys, you can embellish and do whatever you want. It's just got a whole push. Okay? Just so you know. Don't feel you like the challenge you can do. Can't do this. Yes. You can do more. Okay? You're not saying good.
So can you do more?
That's up to you, Steve. It's up to you. All right. So, all right. So, we're going to do the bottom first. And I always keep this in mind. I always start on the top. Okay, this is the top one. I start on the top, and I put a recess in it. So however you come up with a recess in it with a glue block on, I put a recess in it. We start on the top. When you get this bottom cleaned up, and you finish with that, I'm going to turn around. Then I'm going to finish the top. Okay, top, bottom, top. Okay, bowl's the same way. Okay, we start on the top of the bowl, recess. So we get that bottom done. I got something in that top to grab it. I get the bottom done. Turn around. I'm chucked in on the bottom, and I'm cleaning up the top inside the bowl. Okay. All right. Does that make sense of where I'm going? Now, this is all problem solved, folks. This is all problem. STP, solve the problem. How are you going to grip this? You might come up with different ways. Don't let your limitation be, I can't do this, I can't do that. Think outside the box. So I've got a 2 minute recess.
How do you fix that?
2 minute
No, man.
recess. I don't know, 1/8 inch. Be real careful. Be real careful. The reason I'm cheating on this is I need master because I need to stick, but I prefer you went a little bit deeper. Okay. And the reason I took a class with this in the hot shot turner, and there's some newbies in the class, and he challenged them that they could grab the wood with a 16th of an inch like that. And you can, but it might not be the thing you get to the brand new person. I mean, they were frustrated. Day 4 in there, they were frustrated with the class. And I knew what the guy was trying to do. It wasn't encouraging. This was something they should be doing in 3 or 4 weeks. And they weren't getting up the wood to grab. And it wasn't deep enough. It wasn't flat. They had to sharpen. There's a litany of things. So they got the risk of it coming off. Now I do penny plates. Well, I'll make them. The recess is pretty shallow. Now the downside to that, you get a TV grip or something in there, and you come on that put too much on it, get a catch, come off. Okay. All right, so back to back. I got the back pretty well flat. What can we do this back? Anybody? Anybody? We can. But I want to get. I want to make sure that this on the outside edge, can you see me? Is higher than the inside, so it's not rock. And it looks like we're watching up here. All right, so I'm gonna take the bolt down. I'm just do a bolt head. I'm at 1574. I'm not training. We're gonna go around. Anybody have any ideas they want to do on embellishing? I'm not hearing anything, so we're going on. What kind? God, let them turn it back to the. What are you guys thinking about? One. Some of these leeways, really help. I got a long time ago, and they are just a great tool. What are they called? Yeah, they're a great digging tool. I'm gonna go with the 3/16. I'm gonna start on the outside edge, and we're gonna. This is. Yes. Bring the point up on a little more office. I'm putting in my point tool, and I'm gonna clean up the valley. And then I didn't bring a wire tonight. To kind of well, we can use a formica. Back also, formica. And then you need to have a small clip to get in here. We're gonna go back. There's your speed. Pardon? Speed. 15.6. Now, on the edge, I've already put a little hole in there, and this hole there, I'm gonna just down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, there's a hole in there. I'm gonna try to get a herringbone in here. Get my speed down about 300. So I'm about 2 o'clock. Back row at 2 o'clock. You with me? Two, maybe close to three. I'm still 265. I don't want to slow that down. I'm going to leave it 265. I'm going to come down here about 5 o'clock. Now, do you want to enhance that? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Oh, yeah. I like it. All right. So, do you want the herringbone to stand out or do you want to blend in? Your choice. Anybody? Stand out. All right. I'm sorry? Drama. That's one man's opinion. I may not with that opinion. All right, so I want to see. There's a lot of faulting on this, so I might take a pencil line, guys, and just so I can see it. And as you get older, you might have to do. In fact, I'm a little. I missed that pencil line. It's gonna be herringbone. So what I'll do is this is okay. We'll take that in. Take this one in. A little further out. And that's this guy. We get in with a razor. All right, so these are here. All right, so over here for my death, to increase the speed, I'm gonna come in here. Now, remember, you're starting out, you don't want to do this, don't do it. Put a code in it. Okay, so I'm trying to get, and if you're advanced, I expect to have a code in here. I expect to have some embellishment in here, and I expect you to kind of burn that in for the challenge. We're kind of pushing you to that level. Okay? Beginners, we're not pushing you, but I want this to be so all inclusive. Okay? All right. So I've done that. Make sure what's so lost of I'm gonna try to do the I'm gonna speed about 200.
Does everybody show that tool on the camera so we can actually see it, Ted? We gotta come up there and see it.
Kevin, I got it to the best I know how. All right, so I prefer. Let's go too fast. I prefer around 200. I prefer an above center just a little bit. Okay, we're coming in, and I'm going to lightly engage. In fact, it's going a little faster than I want. But once I get going, I want to get that speed. So I'm going to go because I put the hole out with the drill. I'm not going to get the flower one out. But we're going to try to get lightly come up. Press. Deep breathing. It's going to want to walk up. Going to want to walk this way. Alright, so then I'm going to come over here. I'm going at about 45 and I'm tilting it another 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Now it's going faster than a lot. You see the speed on there? We're at 3. I prefer it down a little bit more. Better control. And I'm going to turn it sideways to get a little different effect. Alright, now normally I go clean this up in here. But since I don't have a lot in, I gotta really be careful. Now I'm gonna take the point tool and we're going to highlight. The reason I gotta stop, I can't see these little folks. Now, why the lines? Why put the line in? Yeah. Now, there could be a time when you don't want it to stand out as well. Maybe you want it not to be as bold. So keep that in mind. Don't let's get these out there doing that. Think about another way. Because there's sometimes when I put in the bowl, I'll do 3 things I want to do. I don't put lines on the outside because I want to fade out. I want your eye, and then maybe I have something that blends out from the side. So keep in mind, you don't have to, but that's the reason I do it. You'll be able to see when it passes around. I'm not going to sand because we run out of time, but I do want to do something out here. This tool cuts wood. This one compresses the fibers. Doesn't cut. This cuts. Okay, so there is a difference. This works better on any grain. This side grain works better on any grain, but we can still get it to work. I do most of my embellishing, about 95% of this tool. I have the big silver ones, got wheels this big. I've got anybody have those? I got a couple sets, a couple extra wheels. I can't tell you the last time I used it. It wasn't in the last 5 years. Now, you could use those on larger things, but this is what it is. Well, I'm gonna bring this one over here. We're going to use the, burning tool to, put down. Well, this battery, I'm still about, oh, this is down here. All right, so when we engage this one, remember, I'm not flat. I got a little bit of paper going in, and I want to engage, and we want to catch both. I think this is a 16. We offered in 12 and 16. We'll let get the speed down. All right, so we're going to lightly engage. It'll be on one side more than the other. I'm looking. Don't hold the breath. It's going to want to move. It's heavy on the right. But more pressure to get a little more even. I'm over the left. Okay, just okay. So I'm moving over. I feel like it's putting pressure on it. 30 seconds for you. Not terrible, but not great. Inside's a little light now. It's tough to go back and pick this up. I'm gonna get if you want it, you can try it. I got my speed around 220. Gently come back there. Because otherwise it will it's like double hit on hand. Gently try it. Let's see if we can put this. So I'm gonna go here. I wanna do something here. Oh, about 250. Well, all right, I'm gonna put a ring on the inside. I'm gonna put a sunburst on the outside. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I want this at a little low. This should be at center, okay? A little low. See it? Back row, can you see it? Trust me, I'm a little low. I'm center. Well, around the nose, and I want to do one on this side. But I'm not going to do on the outside of the sunburst. I'm not going to do over there. Okay. So since we're going to turn this around, I know what we're going to do. Let's see what we do this. All right. So this round, we haven't done the top yet, but we're going to go to the spindle. Pass this around. I will need this back. I'm going to steal it or take it home or copy it because it gets going on. I'm moving over to the spindle.
Now,
So that's the base.
that's the bottom of the case, right?
It is, sir. It is. In fact, what I'll do is come around, John. I'll flip it back over and I'll decorate the top. Yes. Well, we're going to go to the spindle. It just so happens we got a couple samples. Okay. All right. So think of the spindle. Why we're doing this to the spindle? Think of the spindle. Here. Back to the camera. You're looking at this lovely thing. Okay. For example, think of the spindle. Any of you done litter boxes? I've been litter boxes with Anthony there. So the litter box, you open it up, you decorate the inside, you open it up, and what is it? Surprise. There's something inside it. That's what the decoration is. You open it up, there's a surprise. So Mrs. Brown puts on her towels that run out. This thing is ugly. That is going to be a decoration that is surprise. Taking it off. Now, careful there. You can make it ugly. If you get the top wrong, it looks like a mushroom. Keep that in mind. Okay? It does not. Trust me. I'm just saying. The one I copied this week is made down in Malaysia somewhere, and that's what the top looks like. It looks like mushroom. Okay, spindle. So, I'm gonna go inch and 3/8 on this thing. I got inch and a half stock. Anybody know what the paper towel um, inside of a paper towel holder goes for? Dimension wise. Still all the same, aren't they? Back home. On the button. Leave it in. All right, now go ahead. Yeah. The less expensive one seems to be a little less than the expensive one, inch and a half. So mine, I think those will fit, the ones I have, but, so, what I did tonight, we used broom handle. You know how many stock, got on wood, old broom handle. Here's a piece of, oak that came off, something I had, and turned into, huh? Yeah, it is, you're right, pretty good, pretty good. So, on cash, you don't have any, look around for something like that. Then we'll go over to the, all right, tomorrow. So, I have a piece of, high grade firewood, courtesy of, our, wood farm. I think this is actually. Uh, All right, let's get this down, let's get a shaft on this so we can put it in. Okay, so. 1 inch opening and wrench would be lovely on this because that's what I want to make this shaft 1 inch. And I've got one out my truck. You go to garage sales, you look for one, but in the effort to not lose the focusing group, we won't do it. But 1 inch wrench, because I want to go down to 1 inch on this end. It'll make it easy. And if you do more than one, it's a lot easier. Your resistance down there. All right. So. Turn the roughing gouge. We use it on bolts. Back row, can we use this on bolts? No, it shouldn't be on bolts. Spindles on. The reason I remind this, and the reason I'm harping on it is, maybe you have the skill set to be able to do it. But you got a 12-year-old kid next to you, she or he sees you doing it, you can do it, they can do it. Keep that in mind. All right, so I'm a little high. I'm at 1930. No, the red now. I think it's called Mary now. Well, all the color in it. It's an open drain. I call it forest. Really forest wood. All right, I want 1 inch down here. And for the sake of this demo, we assume this is going to fit on that paper towel. But I'm telling you, you can check that. So I'm going to come up here about. Quite square, did I? Look at that. Not square. So I'll take a parting tool. I'll pick it down. I'll square that up. Not quite there. All right. You didn't get metal yet. Okay, we're good. We're good. We got square. I want half inch. I want half inch. I want to go down to an inch. Pretty good sitting there right there, an inch. Careful, make sure the flip there, then ground off. All right. Well, roughly an inch. I've got one of my favorite tools. It's basically a English bean and parting tool. Good bean for the parting. And I'm trying to get an arc. I'm not going straight in. I'm trying to get an arc coming down. Oh, that's easier on the tool. That's sharp. All right, so I've got the base, half inch. Well, I've got room here. I don't know exactly what we got here, but I think it's 11 and a half inches. We'll hold this. Yeah, we got that. We're good. Yeah. Now, we'll make it smaller. You have to adjust it. We'll make it smaller. You should have all one piece in it. All right, so what kind of design are we going to do? Well, I want to do something on here. I want two beads and I want two coats. Then for the hot shots, sky's the limit. Remember, think of Mrs. Brown. Or Mrs. Brown, the guy in the shop, very boxy. He takes it off and he goes, "Oh, that beautiful thing." I say that, but that's what you should be thinking. This should be big. All right, so I'm going to come up. That. Anybody got calipers? We got calipers. You need nice that set of calipers. I am at inch and 3/8. We're going to go with inch and 3/8. We're going to work the design out. So the design I'm going to do, not too hard. I'm going to put a top there and a bottom here. I'm going to make that top even right there. Then I'm going to put some kind of capital look into it. There's a little bit, set the point tool here. Got sleeves, what's your sleeves? Now there is risk with sleeves. I like them on that snowman over there. It has some sharp edges on it. I like the sleeve to a degree that I get a feel for it. You gotta be careful of what you're doing because if you go too far, it's gonna grab it and you're gonna tear it. I did not tear this and on the chop. That's where I missed it. Oh, all right. So I got stops and bottoms. I'm gonna use the spindle roughing gouge, and I'm going to try not to go uphill. So I'm going to go downhill. You're not limited. All right. That was going uphill. Should have been going uphill. It's unsupported. It's unsupported, but okay. So, I probably ought to take this down a little bit more, but that's my design. We're going to go with it. I'm going to put two beads in through both. So I know it's not flat there, so I'm going to. Look it up. And that's it. Two beads to bows. Bead, bead, bow, bow. All right. I sharpened the spindle guys for you tonight. I'm gonna take this edge out on the top and B. I'm gonna start on the outside edge. I've got my hand turned inside because I want to end up here. You get with me? I want here, but I want to get down. I want to move home. Now, normally I can't, anyway, because you guys think I'll do that. But on the, when you're cutting and being told, the hand's got to be, you got either that choice or you do the bead both. Let's see, it's this way on the bead, or it's this way, all the way over. Okay? Um, One guy taught me, and this is the technique I'm using, is I'm going to start here, and I'm on the bead, on the code, like this. On the bead, I'm going to start inside and end up where I'm in a normal position when I'm done. Am I losing you back row? See if I can follow through what I'm going to do. This is a bead. I'm going to take the bead, roll it over, top the center, I'm going to roll it back over, move it up a little bit. It's not quite the way I want it. I am on the bead in the center, which holds on the outside edge. Now this is gonna be a little tough. It's pretty small. I'm gonna cheat. I'm going out a little bit. So this one I'm gonna go. And then this one I'm right there in the center, but I'm actually behind because I can't get there. I should go to a smaller pool. All right. Yeah, just that. I got two beads. Not great, but I got two beads. Oh, so on the outside edge, hand twisted. Then my hand twisted this way. Did? Stop. There. All right. We got two. Now I can do a lot of things. I can do this. That's all. We do this. It's pretty rough, so I'm gonna do. So we're gonna 1/8 inch UAV boom. Infrared. Too much. This And then top center and stop. You're digging a hole. Keep digging. You're going to need a hole too far. Top dead center, you want to stop. Some wood will chip more than others. Yeah, this is basic point. This is pretty bad shit. So let's see if we can do it here. I think we'll see a marked improvement between the top and bottom. Pass that around. Let's not be let's not leave out the sort of fiction. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Let's do that. I'm at the 5 o'clock position. Sorry, the last one's about 2. I'm at about 2:50. You can walk this a little bit. Some instructors will tell you not to walk. Um, I've had a little bit of luck, better luck with that's much walking it back and forth, but you got to be careful against cutting. And if you're not careful, it will start tearing the wood out. With other tool, so we're going to go on this river tool. I don't think it doesn't do well on side granite. It really doesn't. Okay. All right. So we need to still back. Okay. We can pass this piece of firewood around. All right. One thing I do, I've got these, correct, flex points that are, um, I like to use them because, that way I don't have to put the squirt guard back. I go straight to put a 10 on and go back and forth, okay? Instructor, he like taking the chuck off everything. And I asked him how it goes, why don't I do this tool like that? This and you've got the spur with the knob. So we've got the bottom done. We're going to go back over here. It wants a 1-inch hole. I don't have a drill bit. We can do it by hand, but we're just gonna lay it down. Oh, I mean, if you're all right, yeah. That's how we're doing for you to do it. Yeah, well, one's a drill bit in, and a portion of bit, put it in here, you do it by hand, but it needs to be set. So, set the hole up to the dimension you want. Then go in, I'll just lay that push in. I'm going in with a, so I have a lot easier than, a little bit, I didn't bring one. We need to go 1/2 inch down. You'll have to work on that. All right. So what I meant, we've got to put the post in the center. And if you don't, if you want to go simple, you put outside post in just like they have here. Now here comes the hard thing. Imagine a design that goes on the side of the house that's got some fixture on it. You can either carve the thing out, you can either embellish it out with a carving tool, hand tool, scroll saw, 4 seasons, and the bolt on, I use 2 screws, but you've got to come up with a method that allows it to change because what I'm offering the person I'm selling is they can change this paper towel holder for 4 seasons, or they can change it for 4 months. So I got a turtle on the one I have here. You could put butterfly on it. You could put pumpkins. You could put pine cones. You could put snowman, flowers. And you brought it up. Well, what's up? Hold on. Right. Well, that's all. Yeah, so bottom, I got two screws. You gotta come up with a method if this needs to go on and off easily. I showed one of my colleagues this today, they found out a kit, putting this on and off. And look at rolling in thumb in order turn, or it was a good improvement. This comes on. This has nothing on. You don't have to put a top on, but something to think about. So this one, uh, the top is a little, the hooks a little loose, I didn't tape on. So, the line, we got some on post. My friend had a turtle on it, and it was cut and had color on it, and I flat out ran out of time, but I did put one out. Use your imagination. This should be able to come on and off. So you want to offer Betty. Not only am I giving you a paper towel holder because I'm getting $100 from it, I'm going to give you three other pieces. So you got four seasons. Or I'm going to give you the other 11 pieces. So you got one per month. And if you're going to 12 pieces, you get $1.50 for it. Nothing less. Hold the line. Okay. Questions, concerns? Back row? Nobody? I lost them, didn't I? All right. So this is not going in. You need to come up with a method to put this on so that either screw the something comes on and off easily. And something that this should have color, or this should pencil, you could burn in, you could carve it, scroll saw. The next month's challenge.